Got it. Namaste, namaste, family of light on Facebook Live. So happy we took 3 tries to get onto Facebook Live. We are here. We're also here with our family of light that's on Zoom, and also a family light that is physically here in Sarasota, Florida, at the Cosmic Center of Spiritual Light. So this is our first anchoring light after the trip to Sedona, Arizona. And I'm just here to tell you, and if you can see what I quickly put as a title is Humanity Empowered to work with the ascended realms of light. And our trip to Sedona, of which there was 11 of us all together, was absolutely, it's not the first time, but 100% interdimensional collaboration and communication, 100%. This has happened in other sacred journeys we have done, but this has been so profound to the 11 people who came, who felt that call, things worked out for them to be there. And first off, with our trip to Sedona, the first thing to note that the 11 people, and many didn't know each other's the first time they were all meeting, was completely harmonious. It was organic, and we shared one beautiful home together. People just, the ones that were the cooks did the cooking, the ones that did the cleaning, the ones that did whatever other dynamic to take out the recycle. Nobody had to say or direct anything. Everybody just did it harmonious for the entire time we were there, gelled just like this. And us getting there and coordinating quite a bit of moving parts because people came from other places, just the smoothest move, little hiccups here and there, but no big deal, like the GPS not working, but we found ourselves, we went to Montezuma first, we were all excited, we got there, and really everything was without a hitch. And that's how you know you're tapped in, when things flow so harmoniously, so perfectly. And being open, we had an agenda, of course, that we were going to follow, but you could turn on a dime with that too, because things can be orchestrated completely different when how you thought that day was going to be. So we had a lot of that. So we could go on and on, but what I'm going to say is that we are going to have a special presentation about the trip to Sedona, Arizona, because people would definitely want to hear about this. I've done that in the past when we went to Bolivia, when we went to Peru, and when we went to the Wessex area of England for the crop circles. So one of the things that I want to say right off the bat, we did some powerful work, and I mean powerful. It's from the Pistis Sophia, the light language and the higher realms that Jesus the Christ spoke of, which is a very ancient Zama Ozai, Rakama Ozai. We have did the Trinity of Yod-He, Vod-He, Yod-He, Shin, Vod-He, Shekinah. We did a special thing for Divine Mother, which is Ima Mata Mata. Our voices changed into this amazing harmonic that when we did it in Fay Canyon, it reverberated, where people said, we thought there were angels that were singing. Right. It reverberated. When we did in the Church of the Holy Cross, when we came out, people were like almost genuflecting. They were like, thank you so much for this. It enhanced everything because this is higher frequencies of light. And so we did our job, our job, as instructed by the Divine Mother. Now, people may say, oh, what are you talking about? No, we're interdimensional. We absolutely get communications from other dimensional realms, and everybody has access to that. First of all, you have to believe it's possible. That's number one. So if you're like this, like, yeah, sure, prove it to me. Well, unless you have a great divine intervention, it's not going to happen. But if you're open, you say, I really want to know more. I want to knock, the door will be open. And you have to be patient. And it's going to happen in a unique way it happens to you. It's not the same way as with everybody else, because you are that unique. You're part of the collective, but it's going to happen in the way that it happens to you. So one of the things that was very profound is that just to highlight and let me say this, okay, many of us, and me included, really had to make the effort to go up, okay, this vortexes. And there was one, okay, that was a Fay Canyon that I had to get on my hands and knees and literally crawl up. But guess what? This is why it's good to be with a family of light, because we are all there. I would not have been able to do it without the encouragement and assistance of my family of light. Okay, but we got up there and everybody was there. Nobody was forced to do anything they didn't want to do. Everything fell into the most perfect position. But on top of this sacrifice and struggle comes the reward. And so we went up there, we did the most powerful work that you could ever imagine. It was transcendent. We opened up portals, codes came in, and one of the highlights for me, and everybody had their own experiences, but I'm just talking from my personal experience, saw the most amazing white and blue mandala of the Blessed Mother, of the Divine Mother. She came in blue and white, the most like, huh, you can't even have words to describe what that was like. She said, we hear you. Another thing that happened is that we went to Angel Valley. That also was divinely orchestrated in such a way where we ended up speaking to a gentleman named Isaac Mars, whose brain is able to understand advanced concepts of how time works. And the way he described it, no time, and how you still have choice and everything is at the same time. I mean, how do you wrap your mind around that concept? He did, and explained it in a way that we could understand it. Amazing. And then in that same place with Angel Valley, we went to what they called the launch pad. But Angel Valley is next to Bradshaw Ranch, which I was not aware of. And if any of you are aware of Bradshaw Ranch, there's so many documentaries about that. It is now taken over by the United States government. So it's no longer a ranch. The Bradshaw family is long left, but if the government has taken that over, you kind of have an idea as how important that land is, because there is a lot of activity going on in that land. So Angel Valley is in that same land structure. So Angel Valley has a frequency of the Arcturians. I have my own experience with that, but we did go and we did say in this particular area, and we did say our prayers. Every place we went, we prayed. Every footstep that we put on the land was a prayer. That's why we were there, to heal the land. So everything we did was a dedication to love and peace and healing. That's our job. That's why we ended up there. So after we did this event with prayers with the Arcturians, and there's just so much, as I said, we'll just have a presentation about it because there's so much to share. After that, one of the ladies, Crystal, okay, who did not necessarily have a relationship with the Arcturians or even really know about them, but she's very dedicated. Many of you know her here, writing her journal and so forth. She sees a symbol the next day, which is like a triangle and a circle. And she's like, I see this symbol and I saw these prayer hands, like a vision. Well, of course, that's the Arcturians, that's their symbol. So just absolutely documentation, evidence that what we did was a connection on the higher realms. The higher realms made sure that we understood that. And the most amazing thing that happened is that we saw the most incredible rainbow in September, the end of September. Now, the kind of rain is beyond their monsoon time, but there was like a little drizzle or whatever was going on. And actually how the sun was and where the rainbow was sort of an anomaly too, because for it to happen, the sun has to be in a certain position. However, it showed up. This rainbow was a message to our group. Yeah, in Sedona, people say, oh, that's a nice rainbow. Look at that. But no ifs or buts about it. The rainbow was acknowledgement of the work that we did, the timing of it, when it happened, when we were just going out. It appeared to say, thank you, we acknowledge you. And why do I say that? Why can I say that with conviction? Is because when I had a mystic topaz, when I went to Wessex, England, in the crop circle, and they said at that time there would be something so important and significant, and I'm schlepping all over the place. You have to read the boots and the farm, you know, your boots to schlep all over farmland. Okay, when we left, I'm like, well, where is this going to happen? It was Cathedral crop circle. I felt to put the mystic topaz that I bought at the time, which I had to really budget that in. I didn't really have the money, but anyway, I got it. I thought it was important. And I put it on a spot. Everybody's going here. I said, no, I'm going to put this topaz right here. Of course, we had our altar to go. Every place we go, we put an altar, we pray. We've been doing that forever. And at that place where I put that topaz, another crop circle attached at the exact space, the exact area where I had the topaz. So the mystic topaz. So what that taught me years ago is that you could expand your consciousness and see the signs in the sky, see signs everywhere. Expand your mind to be cosmic. Know when something is communicating to you and not say, oh, no, that couldn't be. No, it's that level of consciousness that we're moving into, that you could pick up a sign, a shooting star or a rainbow, or you know that has some significance to you. We have to stop saying, making ourselves small, that somehow we're not worthy enough or not that advanced or whatever other words are there that we put labels on to keep ourselves like this, that somebody else is smarter, they know better than us. No, we all have access to this in our own way. And once we become empowered, the higher realms of light can use us better. They can use us better. So we ended up doing some songs, these sacred sounds, but when you hear them, we're actually going to have to record them. Tony had mentioned, please do this, because the harmonics, these are just regular stuff that we've done all along, but the harmonic changed and it vibrated on a different level. And I really do know it attracted angelics to join us. We met a gentleman named Peter Sterling. He's quite famous in his own right. He had an all encounter with angels, and I just found out it was the cherubs. Those are the ones that taught him how to play the harp. And when he played the harp, we all went someplace and came back. I mean, it was just an amazing experience. This is like, wow, this is expanded awareness. And when you are expanded in your awareness, guess what you can do? You can help more because you're not limited with the program. And so if you're open, you know that you are a divine co-creator. And you hold the similitude of the divine. I'm like, wait a minute, I think I can impact in a big way. No, I don't want world war. We're coming together and saying, no, we don't want world war. We don't want a global war. And we're going to stop it at the very minimum, mitigate it. We want to bring more light to the planet, not more darkness or chaos or confusion. And, you know, we did some mojo, I don't have to tell you, on Ian, because Ian was posed to come into this area and hit. We pulled every spiritual tool that you could think of, okay, and say, not a direct hit. And of course, we wanted it out to sea and not to hit anything, but most certainly we did a special protection around our homes, our loved ones, and the Cosmic Center and Cosmic Center family. My home was unscathed and had internet and electricity. This center was unscathed outside of a little panel that fell. The only thing that was done to prepare for Eon in the center was to close the windows. That was it. Nothing happened here. Now, of course, we have people that are challenged with, you know, no electricity and other things that have happened. But for our area, that is an inconvenience compared to not having a house. Okay, so we have to keep things in perspective and be grateful. And that's why we come together as a family of light. Yesterday at the Sunday service, which was so powerful, we buoyed up those individuals that are challenged with what has happened. It is devastating. Okay. And they seem to have no hope. Oh my God. We're holding the hope for them. We're holding that they will persevere. We're holding that they will get through this and resurrect from the ashes like the phoenix. So with that, I want to say to everybody, namaste, namaste, and from our Facebook family of light, and we will talk again soon. See you next week.